What's going on, guys? Michael here, and this is Solving Reddit Dating. So today we have an interesting topic because we're going to talk about indicators of interest and indicators of disinterest. So basically, how can you tell if a girl actually likes you? And what kind of signs will she give you if she does? So we have a topic here, and the name of the topic is, could she be interested? Let's check it out. Good signs. She always laughs at what I say and she would hit me, punch me hard on my shoulders. Definitely a very good sign. She initiates text conversations with me sometimes and replies sometimes to my stories. Definitely a good sign. When she saw me texting someone in front of her, she asked me who am I texting in a joking manner. I told her one day that I was hanging out with a friend, but she wanted to know if it was a male or a female. Also, a good sign, but not necessarily in a romantic way. It could be neutral. It probably is neutral. Girls are just curious creatures and she just wanted to know who you're texting. She even comes to hang out with me in the university hall when she sees me alone. That's a good sign, but not a particularly good one, because if you see a friend who's alone, and if you're alone, and if you have a couple of minutes to spare, then you will go there and you will talk to them if you're a social creature, and if you like talking with them. So that's not especially good sign. What else do we have? She once sat with me and ate lunch at university. I would need a lot more background on this one, but at least she did not actively avoid having lunch with you. Once. We always tease each other by making fun of each other. That's definitely a good sign. She once got jealous when she saw me with another girl. That's also a good sign. She once got sad from me because I take a while to respond to her text messages. Definitely a good sign, but you should be careful when a girl gets too possessive and when she gets annoyed or sad if you do not reply to her messages for a couple of hours. That's definitely a needy behavior and it should not be tolerated because you still have your own life, and if you do not reply for a couple of hours, that shouldn't be a big deal. You have your own life, she should have her own life as well. That goes both ways, by the way. She sometimes wants me to sit beside her at class in university. That's also a good sign, but you could also be like really good friends to do that. Okay, and what does this guy say are the bad signs that he got from her? She refers to me as her best friend while we were talking normally one day. That's definitely a bad sign, and that definitely can mean that you're in the friend zone. She even once said to her friends in front of me, Max is my best friend. Yeah, probably not the best sign, but it also depends on the situation. She even referred to me as a friend when we were having a conversation together. Obviously, but it could also be a defense mechanism if she doesn't want to be hurt by you not liking her. She once told me as well, you're funny. I don't know why you classify that as a bad sign. That's a good sign, actually. She even asked me for some help with her homework a couple of times. That doesn't mean anything. That might mean that she trusts you enough to help her with her homework, but that might also mean that she's using you to get you to do her homework. I once told her that we can take the bus together when we're done from university. One time we went alone together, and the other time her friend came along with us. I don't know if she was the one who told her to come with us. Why would you even make that kind of assumption? I mean, there is tons of people going home from the university, and I bet a couple of those will be yours and her friends. So I don't know why you would shoot yourself in the knee by thinking that way. That's just ridiculous. She referred to me as her best friend 3 times. Yeah, probably a sign of friend zone, so not the best sign. She did not add me on Instagram. I would not classify that as a bad sign, but if she adds you on Instagram on her own, that's definitely a good sign. I don't know if you added her, if you followed her and she did not follow you back, because then that's a little bit of a bad sign. But in other case, if you did not follow her and she did not follow you, no hard feelings, it doesn't mean anything. All right. She sometimes takes more than 6 hours to reply back to my messages. I mean, 6 hours is really not a lot of time. And if you text her in the afternoon, She might be doing some stuff with her family. She might be walking her dog. She might be hanging out with her friends. She might be hanging out with family. She might be cooking lunch. She might be working out. There's a ton of things that she could be doing. She might be even charging phone in her room and she forgot about it. And she's binge watching something on Netflix for a couple of hours straight. And that's why she's not replying to you. If she replies in a couple of hours, that's perfectly fine. And you should also strive for that. You want the girl to have her own life. You don't want her to be obsessed over you. And you should do the same. If she texts you, you shouldn't reply back right away. Have your own life, go walk your dog, hang out with your family, hang out with your friends, and don't just stare at your phone when she will text you so that you can text her back. We were once sitting beside each other in class, and then she decided to leave without telling me anything. I then realized that she went to hang out with her friends in the hallway. Obviously, man, and again, this is what you want. You want her to have her own friends and you're not the center of your attention. You're just friends at the moment. And even if you were in a relationship together, you would still want her to go out and hang out with her friends. You still don't want to spend every living moment, especially if you're schoolmates, hanging out with her. I know you like her, I know she likes you, I know that you want to spend every single second together, but that will ruin the relationship. Have your own life, have your own friends. She should do the same and enjoy the time you're together. But don't overdo it. All right, we were once walking in the hallway together and she told me, come, we will sit with that guy from our class. Okay, I don't even get the context of this one. She's sometimes off and seems happy to see me. Why would that be a bad sign if she's happy to see you? That's actually a really good sign if she's happy to see you. I hope this goes without saying. All right, and his question. Do you think I'm being friend-zoned or is she interested in me? I read once in an article that many healthy relationships began as being best friends. Do you think I'm friend-zoned or not? Yes, you are friend-zoned. Why? Because you're acting as a friend. And you have a friendship going on and you're not doing any sort of moves that would move you closer to a relationship with her. So yeah, you're definitely in a friend zone. Anyway, I hope this was helpful and I hope that you will now learn how to read the indicators of interest and how to see if a girl is interested in you. And I also hope that you will be able to see what are the actual signs that a girl is actually interested in you and what are not actually indicators that she doesn't like you. Hope this was useful and I will see you in the next episode. Ciao!